The Lake St. Clair Fishing Report is brought to you by Rose Marine.
I woke up this afternoon. Baby, everyone feels fake.
Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. It's my fun day. Okay, that was kind of lame. So I have no idea what's going to happen in this video, what we're going to do, what we're going to see, but it's early. It's 7:30 in the morning. Well, not really early if you're a fisherman, but early for the rest of the world on a Sunday. We're going to be heading up to another free seminar. I wasn't planning on going up this Sunday, but I was like, you know what? I'm going. Cool. Work stuff sliding around back there. So I'm gonna head on up and check out this seminar, and then I need to make a stop to look for some supplies for a upcoming video idea that I'm probably gonna shoot tonight, maybe, that you might see soon. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, so let's get on to I-94 and head north on eastbound 94.
Stars fall at my feet, keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me? Pulling back the reins, letting go again. I'm not afraid.
So on the drive up here to Port Huron, now you know where I'm going, but yeah, should have known that earlier. I'm noticing something. It's really not that windy. Like, legit, I haven't felt my truck go wah, 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 to the side of the highway like I would expect. So I think we might take a drive around after the seminar and check out the lake and see how it's doing. It's 8 o'clock right now. I did hear some wind really early this morning that woke me like 4 or 5 o'clock. Something crashed bang somewhere, not sure where, but near my house. But maybe we'll take a tour of the lake. Yeah, probably turn that mic on. So I have made it. Got a little beef jerky, got my caffeine, my Mountain Dew Freezy from Speedway. It was free. Gotta love free stuff. Oh, it's sunny. So let's hop on into the shop, say hi to everybody, and let's see if we learned something today. Maybe. We'll find out. I don't know if you guys want to say something or not, or just open it up for questions. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, no, I just, yeah, it's good to be back around in this area and everything. I'm looking forward to working in the area again and getting to learn it as a different perspective type of thing. You know, growing up around here, you see it from one angle, and, you know, obviously with this job, you see it with a different angle, so just kind of looking forward to it.
So that was a really good seminar on walleye jigging. It was actually really unique, kind of hearing it from the perspective of a charter captain and not somebody that is sponsored up with an agenda. It's a little different than normal. So Anthony's a young captain. I think he said he was like 32. Great seminar. So I'm gonna try to get his information, and I'll put it down below if I can find it tonight. But good seminar. He's a heck of a sturgeon captain, and fingers crossed, me and him might be doing something later this year on that exact topic. But the wind has started to blow. I'm gonna head down to the lake, see if I can see anything going on, but I think tonight is gonna be when most of the damage is gonna happen. So it's gonna be Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. So Monday morning, I'm gonna be on the road. So I'm not gonna know how the ice fared overnight unless I hear it from one of you guys down in the comments. But let's head on down there and take a look, see what we're at. So, just got down to the first access point. I'm actually at the Fairhaven boat launch right now, just pulling out. Just got done talking to one of our local COs, had a nice chat with him. But as we sat there, we literally watched the ice change colors. It's getting a little sour looking over here at Fairhaven. Definitely don't think this ice is going to go anywhere up here at Fairhaven, but it is definitely, this wind is definitely doing some damage to it. But I'm going to head down to where I know there's some movement in the ice and see if we're seeing anything let go and shift yet. But let me show you the ice really quick. You can definitely tell that some of the marinas, some of the canals, the edges are starting to get really bad out here in a couple of areas, just from the warm weather and the melt along the break walls and the rocks. So definitely some soft areas on the edges right now. So over here at New Baltimore, Maryburg Park, that little open water pocket I've been talking about all year, it has gotten bigger. There's a huge just rift line going all the way over, probably, I don't know, mile from here. And then looking out towards Strawberry Island area, you're starting to see some heaves build up. You can kind of see it in this picture I took with my cell phone. I'll put some arrows on where that's at. Those, I could just start to see them, but they are literally growing very, very fast. There's a big chunk of ice that's moving right here at Maryburg. I think the shore ice at Fairhaven should hold up. This west wind does have a little bit of south in it, though. But I think Fairhaven's going to hold up. But down here in the mid Anchor Bay, you know, the upper part of, oh, true Anchor Bay, but the mid part of where people call Anchor Bay, it's getting beaten up pretty good. The ice looks really sour, and it honestly looks really thin. The pieces that I see that I've already stacked close to here, they're no more than 3-4 inches thick. So if enough water opens up anywhere out here, this stuff's really going to start moving and start getting some wave action and start breaking up out here off of Maryburg Park. Let's head on over to Brandenburg and see how that crack has been doing over at Brandenburg. Over here at Brandenburg Park, you remember how all this year I kept talking about this like heave line, this crack that's been out here, that is now wide open, and you can't see it on the GoPro footage, but there is like this big black object. Out past it, there's another big hole that has formed out here in the lake, and you can see where a heave line has started to form out further. And judging by how this is starting to chew up the edges of this thin ice. And this little trough line from the point just south of Brandenburg goes all the way up to Maryburg Park, and it goes all the way around to that creek where there's always some bad ice that I know some locals fish. So the locals that know about that spot, you know what I'm talking about. But we are starting to get some heaves forming out in the center here, and there's some ice movement happening. And it looks like the sliver ice that's in tight here amongst all these docks, because it's attached to all these docks, it's not going to go anywhere. But an area where I've been seeing somebody fish a lot ain't going to happen. But this ice is super, super, super honeycombed. and where the edges have been eaten away, you literally can see water pulsating up from the wind in the water movement. So I don't see the ice rising yet, so that's a good sign. But she is definitely kicking its butt out here right now. So over here at Sulphurage, essentially off of the tip of land where like McInerney's Harley Ensign is, you can actually see open water. I'm not going to flip the camera because you're really not going to be able to see it. But the line, if I can follow it, trace it with my eye, it goes out in front of the Lottie View Point and looks like it probably meets up with that open water that we've seen over at Brandenburg and Maryburg Park. So we basically have the outer shelf of ice out in Anchor Bay that is moving around that's much, much thinner. This inner, shorebound area from Lottie View Point over to Sulphurage Air National Guard Base, that looks like this is going to hold in here and should stay as long as we don't get any weird, epic, edge melt area and it breaks free. But I don't foresee that happening over here at Sulphurage. But the next 24 hours is critical. We do have some honeycombing happening on the ice right now. I'll fill you in more on these ice conditions on the end of the week up here when I get back from my road trip. But let's head on down to the next spot and see if we have any large noticeable damage starting to form over on the main lake down by Lance Cruz Bay, Harley Ensign. So over here at Harley Ensign on the Clinton River side, I do not see any more ice. So that open water stretch that I could see from the Sulphurage boat launch has gotten very, very large. There's some heaves that have built up along Strawberry Island area, but basically from the point at McInerney, like I was saying, that secondary point on the other side of the little bay here, all the way up to as far as I could see earlier, this is all opened up now. So we have open water. So in theory, once this is done, you could launch a boat. Let me go over on the south end of this. Let me show you. Yeah, she's white capping. 1 second. Wow, this wind is absolutely incredible out here. Starting to white cap, you can see where the waves are breaking over top of chunks of ice that are out here. This ice shelf near shore here is breaking apart and building up on the point where they made the fish habitat. Added in the stumps over here off my shoulder. Yeah, this has got a little south in it, but it is primarily shooting out towards the flats, the middle channel, south channel, heading out towards that direction, guys. So she is a blowing. She is nasty. We got snow coming down with this. It's just absolutely spitting some nasty stuff. She's taking a beating. Well, let's head on over to Metro and see if we lost any ice yet off of the beach. From what I can see out here in front of me, I'm not going to be shocked to see some open water. So I'm over here at the day sail. It is 4:20 p.m. on Sunday. And the ice is that dirty green-gray, starting to honeycomb look. If I look to the south, and we're going to head down there so we can get a better look at this, but I am seeing open water, probably roughly 400-ish club area, and there's a really big patch that's opened up. You see a couple sets of heaves. So we have lost ice holding in the main lake shelf that's right here in Lance Cruz proper. But from what I can see here, it looks like this is going to hold up. Fingers crossed. This little bit of south wind and this west wind that we have here is essentially blowing up from beacons following the shoreline. So it's locking in this, so it's not a wind that's going to blow this out as of yet. Hopefully it doesn't tweak it all. So far we're looking good to hold some ice here. I'll talk more about what this could mean for the fishing in the next fishing report video. But let's head on down to the spillway and take a look from Beacon's Cove and see where this ice broke off that I can see the open water from. Holy crap, it's windy. Woo! Yeah, I'm getting hit in the face of snow. Temperature has dropped quite a bit. But yeah, let me get back in the truck and I'll explain to you what I got back behind me here. Ow! That was right in the eyeball. 1 second. Whew! 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 Man. It's like snowing, sleet, and hail, and all kinds of precipitation coming down and hitting me in the face there. So, I would say 600 yards or so off of the southern tip of Beacons. If you kind of draw like a radius, at least out in the frontal part here, there is open water. That open water looks like it goes all the way down to roughly Masonic. So you have like a diagonal line. It kind of shoots out and bellies out around Huron Point, which is the point out in front of Metro. But there is open water between that and the point of Metro where all those big heaves are. So if you fished out there, you know about those heaves. And those heaves have grown and changed and shifted since Friday when I was out here checking conditions, or Thursday when I was out here checking conditions. Everywhere I've been, very, very honeycomb looking ice, but with the temperature starting to drop, the thawing of that ice is going to dramatically slow down, and it should start to kind of toughen back up and refreeze a little bit. But some damage has been done, and I'm pretty confident we're going to have plenty of ice to ice fish on, and that could mean really good fishing for the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season. But I'll talk more about that in the next Lake St. Clair Fishing Report right here on the channel. So, thank you guys for coming along with me. Wasn't sure what I was going to do today, but when that wind kicked up, you know, I thought I should come and check things out and let you guys know before I left to go on a work trip. So you're seeing this on Monday. I will be on the road when you guys see this. If something dramatically changes, post up in the comments down below. Let everybody know. Post up on my Facebook page. Send me pictures through Facebook or Instagram. Let me know so I can share them with everybody if things change while I am on the road working. But I think we're going to be good to go. We'll be fishing for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'll talk more about what I'm predicting, how long this ice is going to hold on, and what I think it's going to do to the fishing coming up. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to click that red subscribe button down below. Ding that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Happy casting. Tight line. Wow, I just screwed that up. Tight lines. Happy casting. And we'll see you on the next video.